The police never came. Rick was right. They apparently had their hands full with another crisis. We watched the news on TV. Video footage from around the world was shown of people going crazy and attacking other people. The graphic stuff was blurred out at first, but it soon gave way to raw, uncensored footage. We watched as sick, maniacal people would launch themselves upon hapless victims, tearing at them and sinking their teeth into flesh, gnashing and gnawing. We watched as police and soldiers stood side by side, shooting over and over at approaching hordes, only to be overrun by the sheer numbers. Gunshots other than headshots did not seem to affect them. We monitored blog sites, Facebook, Twitter, Jabber, Steambox, and a couple of other social network sites that I had never heard of before. Rick had his ham radio going, talking to his fellow preppers. He was in some sort of club comprised of ham radio operators from around the world, and they spoke to each other in that peculiar ham radio operator lingo. Some of the items he had me buy were large maps and a box of thumbtacks with multiple colors. We hung the world map on the wall and inserted thumbtacks on the cities where outbreaks were being reported. The color coding represented the number of reports. The red thumbtack represented the highest number of reports. At the end of 2 days, the entire Middle East region was festooned with red. Southern Europe and most of Africa had a number of yellow. The good old USA was starting to gather a number of blue tacks. I wanted to use green like the colors on a traffic light, but Rick outvoted me. He thought green would be misleading. I reminded him it was only the two of us viewing the map, and I doubted there would be any confusion, but I just got a withering stare. So, blue it was. Blue, of course, represented minor reports. On the third day of this endeavor, we had all of Africa red. Most of Asia was yellow, but the reds were creeping in. Europe was completely yellow, with the red starting to creep north. Most of the cities in North and South America had blue tacks, with the exception of the major cities like Rio, New York City, and Los Angeles, which had yellow tacks. I pointed out one blue tack to Rick. "What is this one all about?" I asked. It was stuck on a spot in Antarctica.